Want fresh food from your own backyard in under a month? You don't need a green thumb, a big yard, or fancy gear. In this video, I'll walk you through 10 of the fastest, easiest plants you can grow from seed, starting today. If you're new to gardening, this is the list to begin with. First up, radishes. These are the speed demons of the garden. From seed to crunchy salad in just about 21 days. Sow the seeds a ½ inch deep, keep the soil moist, and thin the seedlings to about 2 inches apart. They love full sun to part shade, and you can eat the greens too. Sow a new row every 2 weeks, and you'll have a steady harvest all season. Next, arugula. Boring lettuce got you down? This spicy green is faster and way more interesting. Arugula goes from seed to peppery salad in about 30 days, and it even grows through cool Texas winters. Broadcast the seeds, thin them lightly, and cut the leaves at about 3 inches. It self-sows, so one planting keeps giving. Harvest in the cool of the morning for the best flavor and crunch. Number 3, leafy lettuce. You don't have to wait for a full head. Use the cut and come again method. Snip the outer leaves and let the center keep growing. You'll have salads for months from a single planting. Loose leaf varieties like oak leaf and buttercrunch are the most forgiving for beginners, and they thrive in containers on a patio. 4, green onions, also called scallions. Here's a trick. You can regrow them from the scraps in your fridge. Put the white root end in a glass of water and watch them sprout in days, then plant them in soil for a permanent supply. They're nearly impossible to kill, and they come back every time you trim them. 5, purslane. Most people pull this weed and toss it. Big mistake. Purslane has more omega-3 than fish, and it's a succulent edible green that basically grows itself in hot weather. It loves heat, tolerates drought, and you can toss a handful into any salad. Once you've got it, you'll never be without it. 6, bush beans. These give you a real harvest without a trellis. Sow them an inch deep after the last frost. Give them full sun. And in about 50 to 60 days, you'll be picking crisp snap beans by the bowlful. They actually improve your soil by fixing nitrogen, which makes them a great teammate for your other crops. 7, spinach. It's packed with iron, and it grows fast in cool weather. Sow it early in spring, or again in fall. Keep it evenly watered, and cut the outer leaves as you need them. If it gets too hot, it'll bolt and taste bitter. So give it a little afternoon shade when the Texas sun really kicks in. 8, cherry tomatoes. Technically not the fastest, but worth it. Start a seedling, plant it deep in rich soil, and in about 2 months, you'll have sweet, bite-sized tomatoes right off the vine. They love heat, they love sun, and a single potted plant can feed you all summer. Stake them early so the fruit stays off the ground. 9, basil. This one grows like crazy in the heat, and it tastes like summer. Pinch the top leaves often to keep it bushy, and you'll have fresh pesto all season. It pairs perfectly with those tomatoes we just talked about. Even a windowsill pot will keep you in fresh basil from spring to frost. And 10, zucchini. One plant is almost too much. Sow a couple seeds in a mound of warm soil. Give them room to sprawl, and in about 45 days, you'll be buried in squash. Pick them small and tender, around 6 inches, and they'll keep producing. Warn your neighbors before you share, because you will have extras. Now, before you sow a single seed, let's talk soil, because this is where most beginners go wrong. You don't need perfect dirt, but you do need it to drain. If water sits on top after rain, mix in compost or aged manure, or just use a bag of quality potting mix in a container. Healthy soil means healthy roots, and healthy roots mean food on your table. Watering is the next skill. The biggest mistake is watering a little every day, which makes shallow, weak roots. Instead, water deeply, but less often, so the roots reach down looking for moisture. Morning is best. because wet leaves at night invite fungus. Stick your finger an inch into the soil, and if it's dry, it's time to water. Pests will show up. That's normal, and you don't need chemicals. A strong spray of water knocks off aphids. A few marigolds planted nearby confuse bad bugs. And if a leaf looks chewed, just pick it off. Most pests are a nuisance, not a disaster. So don't panic and don't reach for poison near your food. Companion planting is a lazy gardener's best friend. Basil next to tomatoes improves both. Beans next to corn and squash is a classic trio that shares the work. And herbs like dill and fennel pull in pollinators that your vegetables need to set fruit. Plant friends together, and the garden does half the work for you. When it comes to harvesting, timing is everything. Pick lettuce and greens young for tender leaves. Grab beans and zucchini small before they get tough and seedy. And the secret, the more you pick, the more the plant makes. A plant that thinks it's about to be eaten rushes to produce even more. So harvest often. A few quick rules that make all of these work. Start with good soil, even if it's just a bag of potting mix in a container. Water in the morning so the leaves dry by night. And harvest often, because picking actually tells the plant to make more. Most of these will forgive your mistakes, so don't wait for perfect conditions. Before you go, 3 mistakes to avoid. 1. Planting too deep, which buries the seed where it can't break through. 2. Crowding, which invites disease and starves your plants of light. And 3. Overwatering, the silent killer that rots roots from the bottom up. When in doubt, plant shallow, space it out, and let the soil dry between drinks. Containers or in the ground. Containers give you control. They warm up faster in spring, and you can move them out of a surprise freeze. In-ground beds give you bigger harvests and less watering once established. If you're just starting, containers win, because a failed pot is a $10 lesson, not a ruined bed. Here's your first 30 days. Week 1. Sow radish, arugula, and lettuce in a pot or patch. Week 2. Add bush beans and basil once it's warm enough. Week 3. Thin the seedlings you crowded and start harvesting the fast greens. Week 4. Sow again, because a garden is a habit, not a one-time project. Keep the cycle going, and you'll always have something to pick. One last fast win. Microgreens. These are the baby versions of lettuce, radish, or basil, and they're ready in just 7 days on a windowsill. Scatter seeds on damp paper towels or a shallow tray of soil, keep them misted, and snip them when they're 2 inches tall. It's the fastest food you can grow, start to finish, in under a week. That's 10 fast, beginner-proof plants you can grow starting this week. Pick 2 or 3, sow them this weekend, and come back here in a month to tell me how it went. Follow Plant Blueprint for a new plant tip every single day, and grow something you can actually eat.